Welcome back to Ray's A-Frame Adventure.
Episode 47. So what's on the agenda?
Well, we're going to pour a little concrete and break a little sweat.
Do we have to?
Yes. And we are finally going to work on the railing, at least the top part of the railing, and maybe even a special guest cameo appearance.
Who, Bigfoot?
No, Adam.
June 10th,
Well, his feet are pretty big.
2019, foggy on the mountain this morning.
Right.
And finally getting around to pouring a little cement pad here underneath the cabin. I'm going to try to get it underneath the overhang here, a little cement pad, where I'm going to put my AC units there. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Or maybe the compressor at some point, or excuse me, the generator, which is sitting out back here. Boy, I can't get anything right this morning. Anyway,
No comment.
just going to form up a little pad here underneath here. And if there's not enough room, I'm going to extend the pad out here later for the AC units if I need to. But these are the small,
Wait for it.
units, which I'll remember what they're called here in a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to use my phone and lay it on here and see if there's a level on my phone, see if that app works.
Works, but not enough service to order Chinese takeout.
All right, to form it up, I'm going to use an old 2x4 here.
Sadly,
and
no.
then just some stakes that I ripped down out of another 2x4. And just cut a little point on it there, as you can see. And then they just get hammered in the ground here, and then I just put a screw in there to hold it up. And then once I get this all leveled up, I'm using a rock here temporarily to level it up. And then we'll be able to put some concrete in there. And what I want to do is I want to keep the stake below the top edge of this board here. So that way when I'm screeding off the concrete like that, I don't hit that board.
How do you spell that?
Spell what?
Screeding.
I don't know. It's Screeding, I guess.
I think you just made it up.
No, it's a real word. Just look it up.
I can't. We don't have internet, or cell service, or running water.
Or, we get it.
June 11th. I don't know, about 6 o'clock in the morning. Beautiful morning out. It's actually about 57 degrees, believe it or not, which is gorgeous for this time of year. Anyway, got my concrete here and my 5-gallon rainwater bucket here. Fill it with rainwater the last few days. And mixing up some concrete. And got my little form board up here. And again, just filling in this area here so we can have a place to set the the generator or the AC units. We'll see whichever fits there.
A space for a four-wheeler would be nice.
Just an absolutely gorgeous, dry, cool, beautiful morning. Praise God.
Okay, I just want to pause the video here for a minute. As I think back about when I actually did this work, I ran out of water. So as you can see, the mix on the concrete is actually a little drier than what I wanted.
Okay, I've got actually it's a 2x2 scrap board here. And just using this to scrape the concrete off, which just basically means to kind of level it out as you go.
It looks a little dry to me.
Thanks for the tip.
Pretty simple process.
Anytime.
Trying to keep the stick fairly level across this way here too, since I don't have a guide on the other side. Anyway, scraping it out, getting the concrete in the general position, then we'll go back with the trowel and smooth it out. Okay, well, that's what I thought would happen. I ran out of concrete and water, so it's off to town to get some breakfast,
Donuts.
some concrete.
How about a protein shake?
How about one of each?
Deal.
And pigs in a blanket?
Well, on the way down the mountain, I wanted to stop and see if any of my blackberries are ready. Doesn't look like they're quite ready. Let's see here. I thought I saw... Oh, wait a minute. There's one that's ready. A little small, but...
Looks like your thumb is ripe enough.
Yeah, I got it caught in the hatchback door.
This one's
Ouch. Do you need somebody to kiss the boo-boo?
That's not necessary.
not. Actually, that was really ready.
Good, because I'd hate to lose my breakfast before I actually ate it.
Looks like the berries are getting closer, more ripe. There's a few black ones there. So those will be all ready soon. Look at how many there are. Wow. Awesome. June 15th, 2019. Beautiful evening here. It's gorgeous out. Moonrise coming up, as you can see there. It's just nice and peaceful out on the mountain. Yeah, just doing nothing but, hey, wait a minute. What? Look here, Adam's here, and he's already made himself comfortable here, having a nice
That's my boy.
evening little snooze.
Here I'm shooting some video with my Canon PowerShot. I think it's the SX50. At any rate, I love the zoom on it. It goes from like 24 all the way up to like a 1200 zoom, digital zoom, and as you can see here, it's just pretty incredible.
Yeah, you can really tell that the moon is made out of cheese.
Why is it always food with you?
Because I'm sharp, like cheddar.
Anyway, here's some video from a favorite spot of Adam's that we like to go to, Burgess Falls State Park. It's just a fantastic looking falls, just a beautiful, beautiful area. Hopefully in the near future, I'm going to do an episode just on waterfalls on a lot of the ones that I've gone to visit.
It's going to be fun getting up the mountain tonight. Just severe weather tonight. Trying to climb up the mountain here. It's pretty slippery, a lot of rain, very stormy, a lot of lightning. Just going off like crazy.
You want me to drive?
There's any tornadoes.
Thanks, I got it.
Nearby, but it certainly could be. Just lightning just lighting up the sky there. All right, I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing before I slip off somewhere.
Yes, let's pay attention.
Yeah, looking out over the valley here. Boy, a lot of lightning. Doesn't pick up too much in this video, but it's pretty bright everywhere. Wow.
Wowzer, I'm blinded.
Well, my son Adam loves storms. He loves watching them and seeing them, but he'd like this up here tonight.
Wonder where he gets that from.
No telling.
Too bad he had to go back to Florida.
Yeah.
Just roaring about everywhere he looked. Rumbling.
Nice light show. Got any popcorn?
How about some raisins?
All right, I think I'm gonna
Ooh,
get back
raisinets?
inside the cabin.
Sorry, no chocolate.
Oh, then I'm turning in. Now what's that noise?
That's probably tree frogs and cicadas.
They're a little loud. Can you turn down the volume?
No, because they're outside. Besides, I kind of like it.
Jeez, what is it with all this nature and you?
Hey, some of the viewers like it too.
Good night, nature boy.
August 3rd, 2019. Wow, it's been a long time since I've actually done any construction here at the cabin. And we are finally, got my pressure treated lumber here. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, we are finally getting ready to put the railing on top of the posts here.
I hope you're happy, Lacey.
At the front of the deck.
Who's Lacey?
And maybe that'll keep you from falling off the edge, although it's summertime, so it doesn't look too bad. A lot of bushes down there.
Our new YouTube fan.
Cushion your fall. Still a,
We have a fan?
I don't know,
Apparently two now.
15, 20 foot drop.
Really? Who's the other one?
Our great nephew Noah.
Oh, but he's family.
Still counts.
Okay, so in previous episode, I had these posts cut off at the 42-inch height, yeah, that I wanted them. This one, the second one, and then this one here, it's still too tall. I hadn't cut it off, so I measured up the 42. Let's see if we can see this here, which is here from the deck. But the problem with it is this deck has a little bit of slope down to that post. So I had to take a level with the board and find my new mark, which is actually down here. So that's the one we got to cut off the top of this post. Using my circular saw, I was able to cut the top of the post off, setting the blade its deepest depth there, and then it just left a little middle piece there as I cut from each side. And which worked out good because it kind of held the board up, the post up a little bit, so it wouldn't bind on the saw blade. So I was able to cover it and then just literally pop it off. So good to go. A little sanding there, be good to go. Oh look, I'm using my sander to make it nice and smooth.
Be sure to subscribe for more trade secrets.
Right.
Sand that down nice and even.
Nice.
Perfect. I've decided to measure the top rail here first, which will be the cap on top. And what I needed to do is bring the board out, and then wherever it intersects this point here with the post, I'm going to cut it, not at a 45, but I'm going to cut whatever angle that is. And so I've got this point here intersecting here, and then that point there, and I'll cut that off. That way, the other board that comes this way will be the same width as this post. So it should line up exactly there and cover the entire post. Hopefully that makes sense. Well, I'm glad I chose like the hottest day of the summer, I think, to work on finishing up this deck here. So
That's no surprise.
it is beautiful out, but boy, is it hot. Here you can see I've installed the support for the top cap that's going to go up there. So I installed that first, and just put a screw in the side of it here, and then there's one underneath there as well. And that just kind of holds it in place on both sides really until we put the top here on top of that, and we get screwed down through here, so then it won't go anywhere. And as you notice, I have this so it overlaps a little bit, so the top will actually be screwed onto that as well. That'll give it nice and sturdy look. All right, while the generator is charging the battery for the drill.
And we break for
Just
ice
wanted
cream.
to point out that
Maybe later.
this brace here that goes across the top here, I had to cut an angle on this
Promise.
to fit
We'll see.
in here.
For
So
Noah.
I just cut an angle and then screwed it here.
And Adam.
And through the back side too.
And
Hush.
And then this side here was pretty much the same angle, just in reverse. But that way, what I'm trying to do is center the cap on top of here on that board, which, as you can see, this area here is centered on it. So what we really have here when it's all done is kind of a I-beam situation here, although it's really just a T-beam with this top one and then the center one coming down. But as that's screwed, it gives it a really solid support, especially over that distance here. It's about 8 foot there, and this one's about 10 foot on this side, but gives it plenty of support here. I mean, it's really very, very strong once it's all screwed together. This corner, I've got a little piece that I need to fit in here, and I'll screw it down, but before I do, I'm going to put a little construction adhesive on here, some liquid nail or something, just so I don't have to put a lot of screws in here, which may split this wood. So it'll just go down in here like such. If I can get it in, there you go. So that'll sit in there pretty much like that. Well, there's the finished railing,
looks good. Now let's get ice cream.
and I think it came out nice.
Beautiful. Ice cream.
And I didn't put some middle rails here or anything. I wanted to leave it wide open. Honestly, I hated even put this one here. It's just that for safety reasons, it's nice to have. And I made it a little bit taller than normal, so you could just kind of come out here and kind of lean against it, which I like. I really didn't want to block the view at all from inside the cabin there, but I guess I needed to just in case, although I've lived it now for a couple of years without there. And so, yeah, it came out nice. And somewhere down there is my hammer. It fell off and
I'll get it.
it went down there somewhere in the brush
Thanks.
during the course of this construction.
It's the least I could do for you getting me ice cream.
All right, let's go. You happy now?
Yeah, happy as a butterfly.
All right, say goodbye.
Goodbye until next time, and happy Rocky Road ice cream trails, everybody, and thanks for subscribing.